All right, let's get it. Indiana teacher accused of forcing teen boys to have group sex with her while wearing screen masks. Boy, what? A married Indiana teacher accused of sexually assaulting young boys would allegedly make her barely teenage victims wear screen masks while she forced them into having group sex. New court documents reveal. Former math teacher Brittany Fortenberry, who was 31, who met her victims, some as young as 13, at two different Morgan County schools in 2024, was hit with a slew of new sexual abuse charges this week after five new alleged victims came forward. So this is something that's been in progress. One of the boys who told police that Fortenberry reached out to him after a separate misconduct investigation. She spent 600 on him and a group of boys, then had them wear the horror movie mask while she had sex with all of them. All right, and this is this individual here. This is Brittany. This is Brittany. Okay, so that's Brittany. All right. All right, Brittany. The teen claimed Fortenberry had him bring his friends to her house and would give them drugs and have sex with them. The since fired teacher allegedly drugged one of her victims repeatedly before assaulting him and would threaten to kill herself if her victim said anything about horrific abuse, the document said. One of the victims later told police that Fortenberry would put her children to bed before trying to have sex with the boys. That, yo, okay, yo, so much, okay, okay. Giving them drugs, putting on screen masks. If they didn't want to have sex, she would threaten to kill herself. Yeah, she was having a girl was feeling herself. She was having a power trip. I know that there's a lot of people that sit there and they go, only men can rape women, or it's all men's power. Men once they get a bit of power, they get corrupted. It's not something women have access to. This girl was drowning in that power, insatiable, unlimited power, just like my man Palpatine. Uh, she also allegedly sexually assaulted one teen whom she asked to babysit her kids. Babysit my kids so I can whatever. I'm not gonna say that joke. Another victim accused Fortenberry of offering between $100 to $800 to the boys for photos of their genitals. One of her alleged victims told police that if the boys said they didn't want to have sex with her, she would rape them while saying just let it happen. Yeah, boy. While raping them while saying just let it happen. Yeah, she was drunk on power. All of the teens said Fortenberry would send them nude and explicit photos and videos on Snapchat and another app called Session. While most of the victims' parents were unaware of the abuse before the Department of Child Services investigation, one parent told police that Fortenberry's husband knew what was happening and threatened to slaughter the teen in front of her if he came forward. He knew? So they were both just degenerates, according to court documents. Last month, the former teacher was accused of sexually abusing several students, but blamed the twisted perversion on her 150-pound weight loss. Yeah, so there it is. She felt like she could conquer the world at that point. She felt like a new person. She felt like a new person. Her husband was probably just sitting there afraid she was gonna leave him after that change. Cause she listen, she lost 150 pounds. She damn near lost a person and a half. She man. Anyway, at the time, the victim told authorities there were at least five other victims, but possibly as many as 10. Prosecutors on Tuesday filed for motion to add 10 counts of child molestation, 8 counts of dissemination of matter harmful to a minor, 5 counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and 1 count of sexual misconduct with a minor. Those charges are in addition to the 3 counts of sexual misconduct, 1 count of disseminate. Okay, that's a lot of shit, dog. Prosecutors also filed to increase Fortenberry's bond. Bond? All right. I guess again we whatever. Let's just get to the comments. I'm not, whatever. I don't care. What a set of bombs. Yeah, she got the heavy. She got the over the shoulder. She needs some proper quality over the shoulder boulder holders. Sure. Another map in the schools. Why can't I call it what it truly is? NY post. They are the what, pedophiles? You can't say pedophiles. I've seen somebody comment pedophiles in the comments. What are you talking about? Uh, 31 but looks 61, giving kids drugs, identifying as a kid to love them. Your average Democrat. 31 but looks 61. What are you talking about, dude? She doesn't look 61. She looks like a woman, an older woman, but she looks like a woman. Before anyone sits there and says she can't get it, she can get it. She already was married with kids. What do you mean she can't get it? She clearly can get it. What? I don't know when it happened. That I don't know if this was a direct reaction to women being so shallow and calling just majority of men ugly. And yes, women do that. And so probably the response that what spread like wildfire was just calling every woman mid or whatever like that or old or whatever. I don't know. It's just weird to me. All right. Wow, she in trouble now. The Kamala voting grandma identifies as a seventh grader. The left condone. What, dude? What are you talking about, dude? This is beyond sick. 31 years old and a teacher taking advantage of all those little boys. This is straight up pedophilia. And another disturbing thing is so many comments excusing this type of behavior. So much hypocrisy in these comments too. I guarantee you. Hold on, dude. This is the same fucking person in the last vid. Hold on. This is the same fucking person who was in the last video. This is the same person who was in the last video. Hold on. Let me open up another video of this. This fucking needs to be stopped, dude. I hate this. So this person, Jimenez Benz, is the same person. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to find it immediately. Because I just did the video. Yeah, it's something with the Opera browser. If I use the other browser, it doesn't keep going black screen. Hold on, where's this dude's comment? Look at this. Same shit. He's like, does he just go to all of these videos where he sees this and he tries to project that people's outrage people are not outraged at this, but they're outraged at LGBT bullshit? Let's read the comment. This is beyond sick. 31 years old and a teacher taking advantage of these little boys. All right, let's look at the other comment. Every other day, there are horrific incidents of adult female teachers molesting or raping boys as young as 13, 14, 15. Right? But there is not nearly as much outrage with this as there is if a teacher is supportive of a gay student or a book being available in the library to a middle schooler. Let's go back to the other comment that we just had. And another disturbing thing is so many comments excusing this type of behavior. So much hypocrisy in these comments too. I guarantee you, many of you who are celebrating this are probably the ones who are outraged at a book being available at the library to a middle schooler dealing with his orientation and being gay. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like this again. This sounds like this person is projecting hard to me. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. And I guess that this is how he's trying to own or get back at people who don't like the LGBT agenda. And I said it in the last video. There's one thing to know that children are sexually active. Is another thing to appropriate and to promote and advocate for degeneracy. We all know this is wrong, but society is completely fucking different between a woman doing something like this and between a bunch of children being pushed into something like this actively by groups of fucking people in the open. Big difference. Big difference. Teen boys are walking hard odds. I am positive there was no forcing. Look at her face. No boy wants that. You sure? A grown man had multiple children with her. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And this is when she was in a worse form. What are you talking? Anyway, once again, a MAGA mommy. Bro, what? It didn't mention anything about her being a MAGA mommy. What are you talking? It didn't mention anything about her being a Trump supporter or anything like that. What are you talking about? Funny how these stories keep coming out and know what? It's never drag performers. It's always straight teachers, coaches, and pastors. Dog, what the fuck is these people talking about? I can't. I can pull up 20 stories right now of LGBT bullshit being put in schools by drag performers, being put by teachers that are there to help students explore their sexuality that are members of the LGBT. What are we talking about, dude? Not another white woman having sex with boys. Right. You think only white women are the ones doing this? You think only white women are the ones doing this? I know you're gonna have your tribalistic shrunken skull, shrunken brain people out there that think only white women are doing this. No, you got black women doing it just as well. You got Spanish women doing it just as well. What are we talking about here? This is so dumb. It's like the dumbest people replying on here. I actually want a comment of substance. If the boys got it up, they weren't abused. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna end the video on this comment, and I'm out. A boy getting a hard on at a young age, or probably at any age, does not mean always that he wants to fuck. You've ever heard of a fair boner? You ever got an erection because you was uncomfortable about something? When I was much younger, dog, let me tell you how bad it was for me. And I'm pretty sure a lot of guys knew this, and you girls knew it too. Because you girls still think that men are like this after getting older and being stressed and the weight of the world crushing them and affecting their performance and getting erections and in the bed. Yet, I think that guys are still like these teens. It's probably why a lot of these women. Anyway, neither here or there. When I was much younger, I could be walking down the street, and if the wind blew the wrong way, if my balls got tickled slightly the wrong way, I popped the boner, and I could not help it. I seen a girl when I was working. I was building roads, working and working upstate. And when I'm helping build roads and make paths in the forest so people don't get lost and etc. And building bridges across creeks like the Bridge of Terabithia. And I remember we was standing by and we was telling people on the bikes to be careful, go on the left of the bike, etc. etc. And I remember we was doing this and there was this girl. And we told these people, these people, go on the left of the truck or whatever like that, because the other side we're working on. And one of the girls was going across and she fell into a thorn bush. And she fell into the thorn bush on the side because the way that it was is that the road was like in the center and it was raised, and on the sides it was a little bit lower, and a little bit lower on the left side. Sorry, on the right side. I think she went on the right side. On the right side was thorns. She fell into the thing of thorns. I'm probably wrong with the rep. Whatever, it doesn't matter. She fell into fucking thorns and we warned her, right? We told her she wasn't, whatever. She fell into the thorn bush. After helping that girl up, right? I had to turn to the side because I was ready to go. I don't know if it was the sight of blood. I don't know what it was. Like a shark. I was ready to go. You want to know something funny? One of the coworkers that was with me, an older white guy, he was laughing. He was like, "Look at the," because this is what guys do. Are you fucking hard right now, bro? Right? And mind you, this just back then. He didn't know much about black people. I remember he touched my afro back then. He was like, "Why is it so soft? I thought it would be so. I thought it would be hard. It's so soft. My hand goes right through it." Type of shit, right? We was everything. We were all learning about each other, and he was laughing. But my coworker, he also got hard. And then come find out the boss came by and he's like, that was kind of hot. We don't know why it happened, but it did. Again, when you're young, that doesn't mean nothing. It still doesn't mean nothing when you're older. When we're young, guys can get erections and be unconscious. It's just the same thing as if a girl gets wet while having sex. That doesn't 100% mean that she wants to have sex. Your body just does shit. And yes, there's a thing as a fair boner. There's a thing as a fair boner. Some of the best sex I ever had was sex that we thought we was gonna get caught, but that's neither here or there. This is a Christian channel. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys next time. As always, if you want to follow me in my hijinks, go follow me up on X, formerly known as Twitter, The Inquisitor X, THA Inquisitor X. You'll know who I am when you see me because it's a new page and ain't nobody up on there. It's a blank slate. My name is Jason. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I'm just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common, and I will catch you guys next time. Stay aware, stay safe. Peace.